So how's everybody today? So this is kind of like a introduction to the Sapphire Physician Coding class. I'm Miss Lambert. I am also your instructor. This class is free. The medical billing is free, the medical terminology and the medical coding is free. I'm giving you a class just as if you were in a classroom at a school or anything like that, online or whether you are in person. The first course that you get from me will be the medical insurance billing. There's about 16 classes in that, and each one of those classes should be at least 1 hour long. The chats are in description. So if you are on chat two, it should say Sapphire EDCLS 2. Okay. So for some of you guys who have never been in my classroom before and you are wanting to learn how to do medical insurance billing, there are several books that we use. Those books are listed below. Like I said, I've been with Elsevier for over 16 years and teaching for over 25. So they're in the process of giving me something as far as paper. And I just want it for the sake of YouTube because I don't want them messing with my videos. But we use those books in the classroom. I don't read them word for word, but you do need to use those books. So the good thing about it is that you will not need to get a student loan for this, but you're going to get the same type of education that you would get as if you were in a college for this program. Do I think you need to go to college for medical insurance billing? No. I'm going to show you how to do this program yourself. You're going to follow the guidelines of Sapphire Physician Coding, and you are going to learn how to do your coding step by step. Yeah, there is a book called Step by Step Coding. I mean, how simplification can that be? You buy a book and you read it, and you do what the book tells you to do. I mean, when people learn how to code, and you see people with master's degrees and all this stuff, you're reading something, they're writing something, they get it a grade. I mean, basically, that's what you're going to do. So, but you have to have the right type of guidance. I have different type of courses that you also can purchase if you need more. Send me an email, Sapphire Physician Coding at gmail.com. That's an email just for YouTube, so that's not any personal email that I have. You guys can also look at the website, sapphirecoding.com. Sometimes that website has trouble coming up. If it does, you guys let me know. I'll go ahead and send you courses as well. I think they have them on Shopify as well, myshopify.com, something like that. I'm going to put that below as well, but that should be in the description as well. But just send me an email and I'll go ahead and send it to you. And this is definitely for people who want more than just your regular class. Some of you might be ready to take your course now. Some of you may already be in another class. And yeah, I talked about that as well. If you guys are already in a class and you just want kind of like a brush up or something like that, nothing's wrong with that. I mean, you can also get in on a class and you can ask me a question. What if you have a test Friday? I'm going to YouTube. I'm gonna ask Miss Lambert, and I call it my Y2 University, and YouTube University has so much stuff on here for you guys to learn without getting a student loan. Trust me. Make sure you guys take advantage of that. I did go to work today, but I was gonna lay down and I just said, I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't take a nap after I got off. So I said, I'll go ahead and make a video for you guys. So again, some of you guys who've never been doing medical insurance billing, look for this book. Okay, you can go to Amazon and get medical billing coding Q&A. And I wrote this book. And this book will tell you how to do medical insurance billing and coding. It will give you an idea of what it is, especially for some of you guys who are not sure what it is. This is for YouTube students only. I uploaded this book in an ebook version for YouTube. So you guys can read this book on YouTube. If you'd like to get it in hard copy, feel free to go to Amazon.com and they will mail this to you for me. Okay. And we have, I think I just got some new flyers out and I have like 1,000 of them. YouTubers, I actually think I have this on YouTube somewhere, just as a picture or a post or something like that. We've always had these, and I've always had the Sapphire coding on them, but we're going to start kind of distributing those from now on. Even the other ones that you guys always see, I still distribute those. But we just wanted to kind of let some of the new people that are coming on in the program, what the program is about. And basically, it is, for you guys to get your CPC. Um, if you guys want to do the medical insurance billing only and you're gearing towards to get your CPB, then go for your CPB. If you're working in a physician office and your physician is saying, why don't you get your certification? I'll pay for it or XYZ. Never say no. Yes. Always encourage your provider to assist in paying for some of your career cost because that is better than you getting a student loan for $27,000. These books that you're going to use for my course are well over $400, maybe even $600. But you are going to utilize these books at 100%. Your Hicks Picks book, your CPT book, your ICD-10, your step-by-step, your CPT, okay, your medical insurance billing book, your medical insurance billing workbook. You need these things to learn this course. The same books that we use in a college, university, a preparatory school, or training education, these are the books that are used to teach you medical insurance billing. 4D has an amazing medical insurance billing book. You guys check out some of my chats, some of the book chats, some of the medical billing chats. Every time I do a chat, I always pull up what we are going to do in the course. I always mention what we previously did in the previous days or weeks. I also always show the schedule that we are going to do. So you guys will see that in there as well. Again, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I am starting to make the description more in depth because I think that you guys do need to know more about the class, more of what we're getting ready to do, more of what Sapphire Physician Coding is about, and what I teach in Sapphire Physician Coding. This is a course that you will not forget. This is a course that you can carry as a career. You can get your instructors yourself. I have several that work with the courses. I have several that create courses. The online course in Teams. Some of you who are not in my class, the Teams course, everything is pretty much there. As long as you have your access to Teams and you have a Sapphire code and email, that's fine. You guys can also go there to also get the courses as well. So some of the courses, all of the courses that you guys see me teaching, those are actually in the Sapphire Physician Coding online virtual course class. They're just more in depth. You just get more hands-on. You get physical tests from me. You get competencies from me. You get everything that you get in a regular class. I don't give you any of the extra nonsense that you don't need. What I give you is geared towards you taking your CPC and giving you that percentage over the CPB. If you're not going to do your CPP, they're still coding in medical insurance billing. So if you can see those 11, 12, and 13 chapters or 14, I'm not sure what they were from last week, but there is a billing section in the medical billing course. So you still need your CPT books with that, okay? So, definitely don't sleep on the medical insurance billing. A lot of people want to kind of just, get into the code, and then you have some that don't know anything about coding and they want to do the billing. I would do it as a combined course. I would do it as a combined course. You guys know in the beginning, if you look at some of my chats from way back, I started just with the coding and I decided to go ahead and do the billing because a lot of people didn't know much about the coding. So with the billing and the coding, I think people started getting more of an idea of what they were together. We're not going to do the 50 minutes on what's billing, what's coding. I mean, that's it makes no sense. I mean, what is the purpose? You either going to learn one or you're going to learn another. I don't need to tell you what's the difference between medical billing and coding. Okay, it's all revenue cycle management. Okay, that's what it is in a nutshell. The medical billing and coding Q&A, go look for that chat that I got in there. The book is there. I'll give you examples. I give you where you're going to take your exam, whether it's online or whether it's at a facility. I give you insight on the medical billing and also the coding. The reason why you do it and why the providers and the hospitals need you to do it. Okay, so my advice to people who say, what is, the difference between medical billing, what is different between coding? It's not an easy task to tell you something like that unless you are in a class. If you are in a class or if you are at a facility already working there, that really wouldn't be a question to you. So if you say something like that to me, my next question is, why don't you join my class? Why don't you join my class? I will show you. Okay, because I think that even if you learn coding, you need to know medical billing as well. When I used to just do the coding, I didn't get a lot of insight on just coding. I got like 80% of people knowing the medical billing. So it's really well, what is coding? That's what it really is. What is coding? We know what billing is. You do a service and people bill you. But what type of coding are you talking about? So that's a good part. And the medical insurance billing class is winding down. I think we have 4 classes left. We are going to go into medical terminology. May do a split and do some coding with you guys. Of course, you guys know I always throw the coding in there. And what I'm doing now is giving you guys a chance to get your books. I'm giving you a chance to get your books. So that's why I'm kind of almost dragging with the medical billing so that you can get the books. So make sure you go to elsevier.com, evolveelsevier.com, and you can get your book there, or you can get a used book. Like I said, check out the chat, last chat that we did. You can check out chat 11. And what we do is we go over everything that is in the book. I go over each chapter of what you should be studying. I want you to, like I said, set aside 2 hours for yourself so that you can use that as your study time. If you are in my classroom, by the time we get up to your core courses, which is the coding courses, you will already be abreast on how to do medical insurance billing and or what coding is, what ICD-10 is. Yes, where did it come from? You won't only just be coding, and you won't be coding just cases. You need to read the guidelines, cms.gov on 2025 guidelines for ICD-10. Type that in. If you missed that, check out one of my chats. It's on there because that's free. If you haven't gotten your ICD-10 book yet, go on cms.gov and get those guidelines because in your CPC, you're going to need to know something about the guidelines and they're going to want to know, how do you find stuff? How will you find this? How will you find that? And it'll be multiple choice, this way, that way, or that way. So you studying the guidelines will help you. And like I said, the gist of AAPC, check aapc.com, go check out their website. That's where you're going to take your test from. They want to know how much you have mastered those books. Has she really read those books? Has he really gone over the guidelines? If you pass with a 70, yes, you have. You have been conquering your studies and you're now a master CPC. So that's the difference. I mean, you do have some people that will hire you without it. They will give you time to get it. I mean, that's pretty much how I am. I give them time to get it, especially if I give you a couple of cases and you pass them. I'm not going to be dying scared that you're not going to, code correctly. I mean, you're going to code by, you're going to code by app, so it's not that serious. The seriousness is you passing your CPC because that's hands-on, that's manual hands-on. If you pass that CPC manual hands-on, then I know you can get through an app like 360 or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So that, like I said, that's the hardest part that you will do in regards to being a coder. Medical billing is also hard because sometimes you have to do an appeal. You're going to have to come up with your own psychological stuff to get these people to understand that they should have made a payment on something when they're steadfast telling you, no, we shouldn't have. So, you're going to do your research and your due diligence because your provider might be missing money. Now, I did see a lot of stuff today about, a lot of facilities closing because of the changes that's taking place. Um, yeah, we're going to see a lot of that. I mean, they feel like they can't get the Medicaid money. They feel like they can't get the Medicare money. Some facilities feel like, okay, so why am I paying this biller this amount of money? Because what's going to happen is that stuff is going to go outside, and an outside company is going to get it. So, when I say an outside company is going to get it, they're just going to put it in a hole. They don't need to hire billers in the hospital. They can hire somebody outside like you to do that. Y'all know, I always mention a girl on Instagram. She go door to door. She finding somebody to do, collections for, And again, collections, accounts receivable. There's many different departments in medical insurance billing. So that's why, make sure you get in on the course that I'm actually doing now. Okay, because that's going to show you how to do those things. Um, and there's so much stuff in the medical insurance billing book that you'll be like, wow, wow, And basically, when you're teaching online, it's almost as if you're in the classroom because, like I say this all the time. I'm here and you're there. So I would be standing up at my podium, and you guys would be out there asking me X, Y, Z. Now, this is a video, it is not live, so you will not be talking to me, word for word, but you guys can always, leave me a message. I know sometimes when I do the videos, you guys are not on, which that's fine, and you ask me questions later, or you can, send me a message or something like that. But trust me, as long as I put the information out there, I know that you are getting it. I see that you guys are watching. I see that you're doing the chats. And again, if this is going to help you at your job that you're already at, or if this is going to help you pass your tests, just follow along. That's all you have to do. Just follow along. If you get it on a chat and you see me pointing out something in the book, then that's what I want you to study. If you see me say, put this on an index card, that's what I want you to study. If you hear me say something that I want you to retain, that's what I want you to study. Why, Miss Lambert? Because this is something that may be on your CPC. Okay, this is something that may be on your CPP. Okay, depending on how you want to learn. I know a lot of women that are particularly my age that are just tired of working. That's just, don't want to do it anymore. I try to make my job flexible where, I can do the videos and kind of go in at the same time. No, I left the corporate world because I didn't want to do that anymore. There are times when I feel like I want to go back to the corporate world, but I haven't dragged myself back in there. So, as long as we're still out, we're good. When I drag myself back to the corporate office, y'all will not see me anymore because I will be banging my head trying to figure out where's this money, my team getting it together, and I have to answer to my CEO. So, right now, no, I had to take a break from that. But I want you guys to understand, what I give you is lifetime. And my glory is seeing you pass your CPC. My glory is seeing thousands of people on my YouTube and learning from me. What do we call that, Miss Lambert? We're changing world education. That's what we are doing. And if you guys have something that you do want me to go over other than what I'm doing in the classroom, and you saw something that has to do with the CPC, let me know. What I would do, as a civil student who has not joined my class yet, go on aapc.com and see what they have. aapc.com is going to show you actually what's going to be on that test. They may put some of that and some of this and some of that, but you can actually see what's going to be on the test. I mean, you're going to study your books from day one over and over. Go from chapter one, day one. When you guys get to your core courses, I'm going to use the CPC guide. Your course is developed from CPC guide. The CPC guide is your go-to. So some of you, even if you're not in my classroom, the CPC guide is your go-to. You will have to master that CPC guide. Don't put the answers in the book. When you get ready to do your answers, I think I had a copy answer sheet. I probably ain't supposed to put it up there, but you can make your own answer sheet. How about that? I have a fill and answer sheet for Sapphire, whenever they wanted. But you can make your own answer sheet. Don't try not to write in your CPC because you're still testing yourself. We know the answers are all in the back of the book, but you still want to test yourself, test to see if you have retained the knowledge that you need to pass your CPC. And again, I know some of you guys just want to go and see if you want to pass the CPC, see how well you will take the CPC. I got it. I got it. But everybody ain't got $400 to waste, okay? So yeah, that's how much it's gonna be. I think the chest is like four and change now. But trust me, your glory is at the end. You get that 70, you are good. Um, Take it from the top. Those of you who, like I said, if you have not been on my medical insurance billing class, get in on it. If you're still watching this video, I want you to make sure that you send me a message if you're not clear on something. If you have never done medical insurance billing before, this is the book you're going. I don't know if it's mirroring or not, but it's called Medical Billing Code and Q&A. And this is the old one, so I'm pretty sure I've changed the cover probably about 10 times by now. And every year I just kind of update the book and put new stuff in there and kind of take out whatever that we no longer doing. So that's what I would do. Okay, and remember, for YouTube students, the ebook is in there. I have no idea which chat it is, but it's one of my chats. Just look for it. Okay, and again, Friday is the medical insurance billing course. I think you guys are doing 15, 16, and 17. Let me see, 11, 12, 13, 14, somewhere around that. That's what we get ready to go over. Okay. And this gives, like I said, this gives you time because our last class was Monday. Remember, class is Monday, Friday, and Saturday at 6 o'clock. Okay. If there's a time when you don't see me at 6 o'clock, the video will be out there. Okay. Still, if you got a question, go ahead and send it to me. But you have 3 days for classes. And when I put this video out there, I'm probably going to drop it tomorrow. But this is just an introductory video for those of you who have not gotten in on the class, and it's just kind of letting you know what the class is about. When you enter my classroom, you would do it just like you're in a school. I don't want you to sit at YouTube with nothing. I want you to have a notebook, have a piece of paper. I want you to write down what you hear me say as far as what you need to retain. I want you to pay attention in the classroom, even if you're archiving. You do not have to be live with me. If you are archiving, get your pen and paper and write down what you need to write down. Okay, if I give you a link or something, make sure you write the link down, which will normally be below. The books with the ISBN number. I have listed all of those in the description box down below. Okay, and again, watch my email, Sapphire Acquisition Coding at Gmail. Okay, what else, you guys? After, like I said, after this chat, you'll have 3 more chats left on medical insurance billing. I'm not sure if I'm going to give you guys a competency. If you guys want a competency, let me know. I'll have to create one specifically for YouTube. Because the comps that I have are specifically for the Sapphire regular paying students. So you guys let me know how you want to do that. But you can also go to Sapphire Coding, SapphireCoding.com. You should be able to get those courses. You can also go to the Shopify, SapphireCoding.com. Okay? What I got the back is SapphireCoding.com. I don't know what the heck it is. Send me an email and I'll send you the course. Okay, send me an email and I'll send you the course. What I will probably do, especially since I'm not asleep, when I come from work, I take a nap, but I haven't today. So what I would do is I might pull that course, that left me course out, and I might drop that course for you guys. I probably incorporate it in some of my YTU stuff. That's the course for, it's a Sapphire course for the Teams portal. But some of you are in there, just let me know, Haley, if you're in there, Haley, make sure you watch this video. go over this video because some of my students that are ready, some take a break and some didn't, get to finish. And I do have a few that are like that, and I want to get in on this course, okay? So after this course, I'm getting ready to go into the Teams portal. This is going to drop tomorrow, whatever time it is now, I'm going to drop it 24 hours after, and it may come down after your class tomorrow. It may come down after your class tomorrow because I'm going to put it out for 24 hours. So again, if you guys got any questions, let me know. This is like an introduction for people who have not joined the course yet or people who have not seen the course yet. I'm going to go ahead and put this out there to give you guys an introduction. So the title of this will be Introduction to Medical Insurance Billing. Okay, that's what this is. Also coding. Okay, so I'm going to sign this off. Could be more than 20 minutes or something like that. I have no glasses on, so y'all know I can't see. But it was just a quickie, just kind of give you an introduction of who we are and what we do. Which y'all know I do this all the time. Every now and then I kind of put this out there. Okay, so ciao, and I will see y'all tomorrow.